we gotta put this back on the truck. I think it's a park light cover. It's not supposed to come off. Full video in the description. Yeah, we went to O'Reilly's today, and my grandson likes pulling on my, I think it's called a park light. And this thing was in the ground when I come home. So I got this flowable silicone, and I'm gonna put it on there and see if it'll keep it from popping off. It's not supposed to come off, because he said you still got to go on the inside and replace the light bulbs. But you know, I just want to keep my stuff kind of running instead of buying a $40,000 truck or something every 3 years. Hopefully I can get 20 years. This thing will be antique before I get rid of it, as long as it's driving. All right, so we're gonna see how it goes. It goes like that. All right, so I'm gonna take some silicone, just go around this groove and put it back on there. I'm just gonna squirt it out there generously, even though it's like $8 a bottle, but you know, I don't care as long as it stays on there. And they said I didn't have to. It's like that. You get the idea, and then I'll come back. I stuck it on there and hold it a little bit, and then I'm gonna run some more along the top there. Just kind of put some more. They said I shouldn't have to take it off, so hopefully they wasn't lying. All right, it says let it dry 24 hours, so I got that stuff on there. Real good. Well, my son's up, so you hear stuff in the background. Hopefully you won't hear it too bad. But yeah, I put the silicone on it. It looks pretty good. I don't have any gas, so I got to go get some gas in the gas can. So I'm not going to do that today. So it'll be dry, hopefully. But I just kind of, you know, I'm going to share the experience of today. Just going around and looking at some things, and, you know, it's kind of entertaining. You know, you can watch if you want to. But the first thing I did, I was supposed to go to this thing, and they had this holiday for some reason. It's called Juneteenth, and the place I was supposed to go get my medicine today was closed. And I was like, this is crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about a little bit of everything today, and calling a job, and then the car part. So I decided to go to O'Reilly's, and I was messing around with putting in for the job. They said that they needed more information, and all these people are very industrious coming in and out of the car place. One lady's running back and forth to their car, you know, trying to get the right part. And I go in there, so I just look on the labels of the aisles, and, you know, it said cars, and then go to this other thing, and I see some gasket like JB Weld and silicone, and this other stuff said you had to have a clamp. So I wanted clear, and I wasn't sure. I tried to look up a video how to do this stuff. So yeah, having to work on your car is aggravating. The mechanical stuff, I just take it to the shop. I finally found somebody who, I tell him I need this done, this done. He said, you don't need that, this still runs. So I found somebody that's not going to take advantage, or either he don't know how to fix it. But either way, it saves me money. It keeps running. So you got to find a mechanic like that just doesn't worry about all that electrical sensor stuff, and just fixes what needs to be fixed. But so we finally got that little silicone and put it on there, and, you know, we'll see if it works. It poured raining, and I had the cover sitting on the truck last night, so I drove to the salvage yard and talked to them for a minute, because I also need a tailgate latch. It broke. I can still get it open, but my son-in-law broke it, He-Man, and I got hit by a deer, and I think that's what loosened the cover that goes over the fog light. The parking light, I believe is what they call it. But it's not supposed to come loose, but, you know, it's 2008, so it's kind of old, about 15 years old, so things start falling apart anyway, especially cosmetic stuff. That's why you go to the title place and they probably only give you like $200 for it when it gets that old, because everything's falling apart. But the parts are worth a lot if you sold them, you know, if people needed them, but you never know. But I'm just rambling on. But anyway, so I went first to the salvage yard in my other car. And we was talking to the guy, and he says, well, I don't have the tailgate latch. He went and looked on his little parts. He said, normally we keep them in, but if you want to, I can take you out to the yard and we can see if we can get one down there. And I wasn't sure if my wife was awake or not. So I went home and looked at it, got the truck, and she drove all the gas out. So I had very little gas. And I went back up there, and another guy's at the service desk. And he didn't believe me. He said, does it have a key on it? I said, no. So he got one off the shelf that had a key replacement. He looked at it, he said, it doesn't have a key replacement. And I said, well, I didn't think it did. So, you know, customer service, when they think you're crazy or they won't listen to you. So you already lost confidence in buying from this guy. So he went back looking at something else, and a customer in there was 2 other customers. And I said, have you guys, y'all come here a lot? They said, nah. And I was laughing so they could kind of feel the vibe. So the guy pulled up on this. He said, that's the GMC Canyon. That's same as a Chevrolet Colorado. You know, she'll work. So he looked up the parts on his phone. It was $16. And the guy at the shop, he finally come over and said his was $25. And I said, okay, well, thank you. And I said, thank you, man, to the guy. And, you know, because when he was looking at it, it said there wasn't a keyhole on it. It said, I can sell you a new one for under $200. And I was like, whoa, I didn't want to pay you $200 when you can get one online for $16. I just wasn't sure if it'd work because the pictures don't do it justice. And then I asked him for another screw to go in the back of the tailgate. And he just looked at me like, oh, I don't know if we can do that. So yeah, I feel like I'm talking to the mirror, you know, like, hey, what are you doing? I don't know, what are you doing? So anyway, trying to get car parts for your truck, or, you know, on Juneteenth, everybody else partying, I guess, or working. And holiday's only been around since 2021, so I think this is might be the third holiday, 22, 23, that it's been around. So a lot of places didn't know they were going to be off till this week or last week. So I still had to work. Well, I'm not working, but places I dealt with decided to take off. But yeah, hope you had the best luck getting your car parts. And, you know, everything's online if it's available. So who knows? You know, just thought it was crazy. But thank y'all for watching, and y'all have a great day.